Stop 3 of the XTERRA World Cup saw the first of 4 double feature stops set for the 2024 series, pitting the world's best off-road triathletes against one another in back-to-back full distance and short track races, with barely 24 hours to recover between the two. With the world-class trails of Oak Mountain setting the stage, it was series leader Felix Farissier who emerged as the biggest winner across both formats. The Frenchman opened with his second full-distance win of the series, before visibly pushing through the pain in the short track race to finish one back from a now dangerously in-form Arthur Serrière.
Yeah, I'm happy to take my first win of the season and the first short track of the season, but I'm ready for the next one.
Women's leader Solène Bilwan may still be wondering if she could have kept her perfect score at the top after falling victim to a flat tyre in the same place on course for a second year in a row. But the world champ was still able to hold everyone off other than the phenomenal Sandra Mayr-Hofer, backing up her full distance silver with a short track win to extend her growing lead at the top of the pile. Check out the Oak Mountain recap video on the XTERRA channel for a full breakdown of how it happened. But for now, all focus shifts to the Citadel and Namur as the series returns to the most contested region in XTERRA Pro racing. Stop number 4 sees a return to Namur, Belgium, and one of the most historically significant venues of the series. Mixing cobblestone climbs with fast-running forest trails, it was here last year that Europe's best competed for one of the most coveted titles outside of the World Championship. This year may not have the added pressure of regional titles on the line, but with Belgium moving to stop 4 of the series, it now becomes a make or break race for those looking to work themselves into a podium position. With no short track race here, athletes will be able to throw everything they have at the full distance, and they'll need to, as this course is famed for its sheer physicality from start to finish. The race opens with the first and only river swim of the series, where strong currents could see the usual gaps between the lead and chase packs expand across the 1.5 kilometre out and back swim. Experience here will be critical, with those capable of managing the currents conserving some much needed energy for the longest bike section of the series. The 35 kilometre bike loop opens with a brutal climb along cobblestone streets to take the race up to and into the woods. The climb is purely physical, serving up a clear indication of who the top contenders will be. Once into the woods, it's all about being brave, staying off the brakes and carrying as much speed as possible through the constant undulations and flat corners before taking on the infamous stairs of the Citadel. The run provides no reprieve whatsoever, with scarcely any flat sections across the entire 10k loop, save for the technically challenging cobblestone segment weaving around the Citadel. Hard-earned positions could be given up cheaply by those failing to pace their race effectively. But with river levels still well above regulation levels, the very real possibility of a duathlon is looming. This will add a completely different dimension to the race, with weaker swimmers and stronger riders such as Denmark's Jens Emil Sloth-Nielsen and Belgium's own Sebastian Caraban licking their lips at the prospect of a run-bike-run. 4 stops in and the series could be entering a pivotal phase, with late starters hitting their stride and early starters perhaps questioning if they can sustain their pace for a 4th consecutive month. One late starter now hitting full stride is world champion Arthur Serrière. With one race less to his name, Serrière's got his first taste of victory in the short track at Oak Mountain, and will undoubtedly be now eyeing his ascent in the series. But for Serrière to defend his World Cup title, he'll need more wins over the man at the top, Felix Farissier. It was here in Belgium last year that Farissier took the European Championship crown, and a repeat performance could be just the next step to taking his World Cup title too. Arthur Farissier will looking to repeat his performance after taking silver here in 2023, with the Frenchman now sitting mere 3 points clear of an increasingly faster Jens Emil Sloth-Nielsen. After a clinical performance at Oak Mountain, it's safe to say that Sandra Mayr-Hofer is back to racing at her best. Like Serrière, the Italian has one race less than every athlete above her on the leaderboard, but it seems like only a matter of time before she starts the inevitable climb into that top 3. A mechanical for Solène Bilwan and Oak Mountain robbed us of a true Bilwan-Mayr-Hofer clash, but with significantly less sharp rocks to worry about in Namur, we could just witness the clash of the titans when the World Cup racing returns to the Citadel. This weekend, we will find out whose momentum is building and whose is beginning to fade at stop 4 of the XTERRA World Cup. Can Felix Frissier hold off a surging and dangerously determined Arthur Serrier? And could Jens Emil Sloth-Nielsen do enough to regain his second place on the leaderboard? Solène Bilwan has a comfortable lead at the top, but with a new challenger breaking her winning streak in Oak Mountain, the pressure will now be on to see if she can set the record straight for being the fastest female in off-road tri. Make sure you're subscribed to the XTERRA YouTube channel and hit the bell to get notified when we bring you all the action from between the tape for how it happened at stop 4 of the XTERRA World Cup.